My name is Matthias Spitzmuller, and I'm an associate professor in organizational behavior here at the Smith School, and I've got two broad areas of research interests. The first one revolves around the area of team motivation and team leadership, and the second one revolves around helping behaviors and extra role behaviors in organizations. In the first stream of research, I investigate the factors that determine what makes good teams, what makes teams great, and specifically also the role that leaders can play in this process to facilitate the effective functioning of teams. One question that has interested me here in particular is understanding the distinctive factors that motivate teams as opposed to individuals. So we know, for example, that there are certain motivational principles that are very effective for individuals in organizations, but those principles might not necessarily be equally effective when you're dealing with groups of people working together. In my second stream of research, I investigate the question of how do employees who go above and beyond the formal call of duty, how does that influence their own performance, the performance of the work group that they are part of, and the larger organization. So those are the types of behaviors that are not part of a formal job contract, but that employees engage in because they believe it's the right thing to do, such as helping an employee with the tasks that he or she may be performing. And what we're looking at is, well, to what extent does that make the employee a better performer? To what extent does that create capital for the group as a whole? But more recently, and I think that's a very exciting stream of research, there's also been the recognition that that can come at a personal cost for the employee. The time that you spend helping someone else comes at the expense that you have got available for your own tasks, and that may come at the expense of time that you may have available for your families. And so we're trying to understand the conditions under which helping others is a mutually beneficial activity, or sometimes an activity that can occur at a personal cost. Most of the research projects that I'm currently working on involve PhD students or master level students, and I've been very satisfied with the input, with the collaborations that we've developed here in recent years, working together with PhD students on the projects. The way in which this works, the format in which this takes place, is we've usually got a lab meeting once a week in which one of my students will present progress on a project that he or she has been working on together with me. And the whole group is then encouraged to provide feedback. And over the past few months, we've seen that this has really generated high quality feedback, great ideas to help us develop the ideas further. In one project that I'm currently working on with one PhD student, we're looking at the interplay of formal and informal leadership in teams. So formal leadership, those are leaders who are in a position of formal authority in a team. And informal leaders, those are the ones who emerge as leaders even though they are not endowed with the formal authority of a leader in an organizational setting. And what we're trying to understand is how these two roles can complement each other such that the team as a whole can function effectively. I'm also working with other students investigating the consequences of helping behaviors for helpers themselves. And here we're interested in, well, under what conditions can helping be negative, can come at a personal cost for you. And here we have designed a series of lab studies to better understand the conditions in which helping might not always be beneficial for helpers or beneficiaries. For me, the PhD program at Queen's is an absolutely essential part of the Smith School of Business. The commerce program, our undergraduate students, they are probably what the Smith School is most known for in the Canadian business community, where we're also, I think, nationally ranked as the leading university in that space. But I think the PhD students are the ones that really give our school its distinct profile, which means a high quality teaching institution and a high quality research institution. I've realized that in my own research, PhD students over the last few years have given me very new ideas, helping me look at phenomena in my areas of research from a fundamentally different perspective. And the fresh insights which they bring to the table, I think, make them an absolutely essential component of the research process here. I also know from conversations with colleagues that they share this opinion, that they value the input of our PhD students very highly. And if you look at recent publications coming from faculty at the Smith School, you will also realize that the majority of them involve graduate students at some point in the author string, which also speaks, I think, to the important contributions that students make to our research.